Hi everyone, my name is Andriy. Thank you for coming to my performance Shelter's Direct Strike. While I'm talking, you can place yourself on the tributes. I am recording this without any pre-written text because I want to be as honest as it possible with you tonight. So I want to apologize if my speech can be a bit scattered or unclear or grammatically incorrect. I'm Ukrainian, and since February 2022, I live constantly in the context of the ongoing war in my country. Although I was not in Ukraine when war started, fortunately, I've been studying in Spain, in Europe already. So I did not experience war myself. My parents are still there. My relatives are still there. A lot of acquaintances are still there. My friends are not there, my close friends. I think most of them already left the country and they're in Europe now as well. And I'm very happy about it. So even if I did not experience war myself, I was living and I'm still living in a context of everyday air raids and context of the war. The idea of the performance Shelters appeared last fall when I was experiencing depressive episode and I was coming to the studio every week. And in one moment I understood that the studio became some kind of shelter for me. Studio became a place where I can escape from the war context, where I can hide, where I can feel better. It has huge windows, a lot of light. It is a big space. It is a space where I could be with myself in the silence. When this thought came to my mind, I started to think, can studio actually serve me as a real shelter? Can it protect me from drones, missiles, explosives, and be a real shelter for me, to protect me not only mentally but also physically? As I didn't have a real experience of being in air raid shelter, fortunately, I started to collect interviews with people who had this experience. I was talking with people from different countries and contexts, from Ukraine and Middle East, and in the end I had 8 interviews. After they were taken, I started to think what to do with them. I had a desire to place them in this space, especially because 3 of them took place right in this room. So, as the first part of the performance, I offer you to enter the space and read some texts. It is not text of the interviews, because I do not have such a consent to share them with you. But texts on these pages are excerpts from my personal diaries, which I was writing every day after taking an interview. Here are only 6 interviews out of 8, which I found the most important. 3 of them are placed on the spots in the room where they were taken. On the beanbag next to the left wall, on the 2 chairs in the middle of the room, on the 2 chairs near the right wall of the room, and 3 of them, which were taken outside of the studio or online, are placed on the table, which is in the middle. I would love you to enter the space now and try to read these texts. They can be very technical, they can be emotional, they can be honest or even too honest. So take your time. And the last thing I want to say, you can see the map of Ukraine on the projection. It is the map from the special app which a lot of Ukrainians who are still in the country have on their phones. If you see some regions of Ukraine which are red, it means that right now air raid is happening there. It is a real-time map, so it is happening right now. And also sound is connected to the app as well. So if there is a new threat or an alarm, we will hear it. We will hear a loud sound notification. When you hear it, you need to do nothing, because it is notifications not about Berlin, fortunately, yet. But about Ukraine. So if you hear the notification, don't panic, keep calm, and enjoy the show.